Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. Today, we're going to have a look at the Real Steel H6 Blue Sheep. It's a folding knife, and I think this is a great alternative to the Ontario Rat 1. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the pinned comment or description below. You can even join as a channel member for exclusive content. Thanks a lot. So I've reviewed a lot of Real Steel knives in the past. I think they're a good brand. It's a brand from China, but fit and finish and designs are nice if you like that particular aesthetic. But in terms of the quality and materials, really you can't beat the price. So Real Steel knives come generally in a box like that, generally nice presentation. And then inside we have some packaging material. We've got some product information, that's the H6 Blue Sheep. And then some how to care for your knife information. And then inside here we've got the knife package. Now there's some product information here. I won't open it, I've shown that previously. But let's have a look at the knife itself. So you got a little bubble wrap, and then this kind of a tracing paper that's branded with Real Steel, and here you have the knife. So pretty large folder. And I mentioned that this is a good alternative to the Ontario Rat 1. That's right, it actually looks like the Rat 1, especially the handle. The blade is a bit different, right? It's not an exact copy, but it is close. You definitely can see the similarities. Now, I do not have the Rat 1, I have the Rat 2, which is the smaller version, but the Rat 1 is basically a larger version. And let's just do a visual comparison. You definitely can see that there are similarities. Of course, this is more rounded, there's a bit more of a point over here, but just the overall aesthetic and design seems very similar. Right, let's have a look at the blade shape. A bit different. This is definitely broader, not just because it's a larger knife, but I think just the design. But you can see the thumb ramp going up. That's pretty similar. Now this kind of goes straight and then it just goes down. This has a bit of a curve, as you can see, and there's a swedge. So this is like a full flat grind. This is more of a saber grind or high saber grind. But definitely there are similarities. So if you do own the Rat 1, you might see this as I go through the knife. All right, but let's talk about the knife itself. Overall, fit and finish is good. It is a thick, beefy knife. So let's talk about the specs and I'll give you my thoughts on the knife. The blade length is 3.74 inches. That's pretty long for me for a folding knife. The handle length is 4.75 inches. The overall length is 8.47 inches or 215 millimeters. The weight is 5 ounces or 145 grams. So there definitely is a heft to it, not just due to the blade steel and the size, but look at the liners. The liners are nice and chunky as well. The blade thickness is 3.5 inches, even though it might not look as thick because there's kind of a swedge over here, but you can see the blade stock here. So nice thick blade stock, drop point style blade, kind of a saber grind, as I mentioned, not really a flat grind. Now in the product description they call this a flat grind, but to me this is more of a high saber grind. Satin finish, and the blade steel is 14C28N, which is a HRC hardness of 58 to 59. So really a nice steel. In terms of the locking mechanism, it's a liner lock, so you just press that to the side and close it up. I believe these are ceramic ball bearings because it's really smooth in terms of the deployment. You do have a stainless steel pocket clip, which is not reversible, but there is a lanyard hole. So overall, a nice big knife if you're looking for an outdoor folder. Definitely this is something I would look at, especially if we compare it to the Ontario Rat 1, which is also generally considered more of an outdoor EDC knife. But this particular one, I would say, actually, dare I say, is better than the Rat 1 for several reasons. I think it's more well built. Now, okay, I should caveat this by saying that yes, I do not own the Rat 1. I do own and have handled this extensively, which is the Rat 2. I would assume it is slightly just larger and expanded, but I do know for the fact that the Rat 1 is slightly smaller, also has thinner blade stock, and the blade steel is OS 8. So really this blade steel, in my opinion, is better all round. Now, edge retention is about the same depending on the heat treatment, but in terms of corrosion resistance, in terms of toughness, sharpening is about the same. Overall, this is a better blade steel at 14C to an 8N. So then you might consider the price. Well, this blue sheep goes for 35 to 60 US dollars, depending where you get it from. The rat one's about 50 to 60 US dollars. So I think you get better value, especially if you get it at a good price. So if you're looking for an outdoor folder, as what I consider this as, and this is part of the H series, which is the hunting series from Real Steel, then I want something more solid. I want something stronger, tougher, and for the same price or even less, if I can get a better build and quality knife, then to me that would be considered a better knife. So in terms of just feeling in my hands, there is a bit of a hot spot with this clip. I can feel it. Now if you grip really tight and you're going to do extensive hard work for a long duration, that might be able to be felt being pinched into your hand over here. Not a deal breaker in my opinion, but yes, I do feel it as a hot spot. Other than that, everything feels good. Fit and finish is nice. In terms of lock, you get good lockup, but at the same time, very easy to just push off to the side. Good centering as well, and as mentioned before, for Real Steel knives, overall good fit and finish and manufacturing. And here I believe you have a G10 backspacer as well. So overall, I think this is a great outdoor knife if you're looking for one. It is not as heavy as the H7. Now it's not as heavy as the H7, the Snow Leopard, which I've reviewed before. You can check that out in the link in the card above or description below. So if you're looking for a slightly lighter knife but something more sturdy than the Rat 1, then you might want to consider this. But let me know your thoughts. Do you own the Rat 1? Now if you compare it to this visually, and I've talked about the specs, what do you think? Do you think this is a better version than the Rat 1? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep it forwarded, keep it safe.